Hello and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to use the OpenAI Assistants API in Airtable with no code. So OpenAI Assistants can call OpenAI's models with specific instructions to tune into their personality and capabilities. Today I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to connect to and use the Open Assistants API in Airtable without the need for code. So in order to begin, we have to create an assistant in OpenAI. So if you haven't yet created an account, go ahead and sign up for an account here on the OpenAI platform. And once you've created your account or signed in, you can go ahead and select the API option. This will bring us to the following screen. Here we need to add a billing method. So under settings, you'll have the billing options here. Or if you head over to our blog, we also have the full instructions here with all of the links to those pages. And from here, as you can see, the next place we would like to head over to is the assistance page. So from the billing overview, if you are here, you can go ahead and just select that assistance. Or if you are in the blog, you can click that link and it will bring you directly here. Then we're going to select the create button to create an assistant. And here we're going to add a name and also some instructions. So for this guide, we're going to use the name SEO copywriter here, like so. And under instructions, we want to input our instructions. So you can use the example that we have on our website here simply by copying and pasting this over. But essentially, we want for this to explain exactly who we want our assistant to be and from what perspective they will be working from. Then for the model, we want to select GPT-4 and then we'll select the save button down here. Fantastic. So as you can see, you now have your assistant created and now it's time to set up our Airtable base. So head back over to Airtable and here we're going to retitle table 1 as blog posts. So double click here and input that. Select save, and now in this first field, we're going to double click this and retitle this as title. Nice and simple. And from this drop down menu, we're going to select single line text and select save. Then next to this, we're going to double click on that field name and retitle this as description, like so. From this drop-down menu, we do want to have that selected as long text, and then we're going to select save here. Brilliant. Now under title, I am going to input the following blog post titles just by pasting them in like so, and you can see those here. Then we need to create a new grid view. So over to the left-hand side, we're going to select the plus symbol and we're going to retitle this as needs description. Then select create new view. And as you can see, we are now in this new grid view, but we now need to create some conditions. So up in this bar, you'll see the filter option, select that, select add condition, and then we want for this to read where title is not empty. So from that drop down menu, select that. And then add a second condition by clicking on the add condition button and select and description is empty from that drop down menu like so. Now the following will turn green and you know you're on the right track. So now it is time to add data fetcher to Airtable. So over to the right hand corner, you will see this extension button. Select that and select add an extension. The following screen will load and this is where you can search for data fetcher in this search bar like so and it will pop up. Select add here and select add extension. Now you can create a free data fetcher account or you can simply continue with Google. Now the following screen will load and this is where we create our first request. So select the big blue button and we will arrive to the following screen. Here from the application, we want to search for OpenAI, just like so. Now under authorization, you need your OpenAI API key. So in order to access that, you can simply select the click here button. And here you can create a new secret key. And that API key has now been generated. So once you have your key, you can paste it into the API key input box, like so. And then for the endpoint, we want to select from the drop-down menu, create assistant thread and run, just like so. Then we'll select Save and Run in the bottom right-hand corner. And we also want to give this a title. So just up here at the top where it says Request 1, we're going to retitle this to Fetch Descriptions, like so. Then here under Assistant, we are going to select the assistant that we created. So it's SEO Copywriter for this example. And our assistant knows its job to create those blog post descriptions because of the context we provided when we created it using the OpenAI platform. So all we need to do is to provide the blog post titles in our table. And in order to do that, we want to go under Messages and select the plus symbol all the way over to the right-hand side. Here for table, we want to have that blog posts selected, and under field, we want to have this selected as title. As you can see, that information now comes through and you can see it there. Then we want to check that the run for every record in view says needs description. Perfect. Then we can go ahead and select confirm. Now click on the save and run button in the bottom right-hand corner and select continue. As you can see, these fields are now being created for us. So we arrive to the response field mapping, and this is where we can choose which fields come through to our Airtable base. So for this example, we only have the message field pop up. And for this, we would like for the message to map to an existing field, and we'd like for that field to be the description, just like so. Now we're going to select Save and Run in the bottom right-hand corner. And as you can see, this request is now running. Select Show Output Table. So we will end up back on this page, but don't stress, we need to head back over to the first grid view. And here you will see the title, and also now it has been filled in with the description. So just so you know, this may take some time as the OpenAI Assistants API tends to be slower than the GPT chat completions endpoint. And although this is amazing, at the moment you would have to manually run your request whenever you wanted to update your Airtable page for any new titles. However, you can also set this up to run automatically whenever a new record enters using the Triggers feature. So Triggers is a paid data fetcher feature, and in order to add this so that you don't have to manually run your requests every time you would like to update your Airtable base, all you need to do is open up that extensions option again by clicking here, and this will automatically bring you back to that request that you have already created. Open that up, and we're going to scroll down until we see the following, this trigger option. Now you will only see this if you have already upgraded to a paid data fetcher account. If you haven't yet done that, I really recommend that you do so that all of your records are kept up to date automatically. So once you have upgraded to a paid data fetcher account, you can come back here and you will now see these options like so. Select the trigger option, and now it's time to authorize Airtable to our data fetcher account. So if we select the authorize button, select I understand, let's authorize. The following page will load, and this is where we need to add a base to allow our Airtable access for data fetcher. So I really recommend that you select all current and future bases in all current and future workspaces so that you'll only ever need to do this once. Then we'll select Grant Access, like so, and now a few more options appear. Here, for the Run This Request When, we want to select Record Created, and under Table, we're going to select Blog Posts. Then for the View, we want to select Needs Description, like so, and then we're going to select Save in the bottom right-hand corner and close that window over. So hopefully today you have learned how to use the OpenAI Assistants API in Airtable with no code. But if you do have any questions, you can always reach out to us here at datafetcher.com, where we also have a full-length blog on this exact topic for you to learn this way as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn today. I really hope you have a good one.